Good morning, YouTube.
Buongiorno, everybody. Buongiorno. This is Jackie Henry from Remax Desert Showcase.
And I'm Steve Valley from Fairway Independent Mortgage.
Welcome to
Demystifying Real Estate. Hey, I want to wish everybody a happy Red Friday. Remember, everyone deployed.
Oh, that's what that's for?
That's what that's for. Remember, everyone deployed. Red Friday.
Red Friday. I thought that was for the teachers. Aren't we supposed to remember the teachers too?
Well, that was here in Arizona. That was a red something else.
Okay. I'm not confused. It was red.
Yes, it was red.
It was red. Okay.
Red for Ed, I think is what that was.
Red for Ed. That's what that was.
Yeah, this is Red Friday. Sorry about that.
Okay. So thank you for joining us today, and before we go any further, please like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to ring the little bell so that you don't miss any of our videos that come up. And today we want to talk about what is the difference between 2008's market and 2018's market, and why people shouldn't be panicking, in my opinion, about what's going on.
The reason we thought about this was because we've heard a lot of talk recently. We've seen some news articles about the real estate bubble, and we don't want people to freak out. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, yes, let's talk about it. So the difference, as a realtor, what I can tell the difference is basically that the inventory went crazy back in 2008 because people were selling like crazy. I mean, there was a lot of inventory, and people had loans that were easy to get.
They did. So if you look at it from a mortgage standpoint, it looks like this. So you had the subprime market back then.
Right.
Right? So with the subprime market, what that did is it brought millions of people into the marketplace and allowed them to buy homes, people who couldn't otherwise buy homes. Well, we don't have that subprime marketplace anymore.
Right.
So all of the borrowers who were in that subprime marketplace are gone. So what that did in 2008 is those subprime people, a lot of them couldn't qualify for loans,
right?
But they got loans anyway because of the way the market was. And what happened in 2008 is all of a sudden a bunch of those programs went away. Those people got in trouble with those houses very, very quickly because previously, if they got in trouble, they could sell it and they can get a new house.
Right.
Right. So, so what happened is they all of a sudden couldn't refinance.
Right.
People were in those negative amortization loans, things like that. So you had that pool of borrowers that went away, and then you had the pool of homeowners that used those types of loans that now had to rush to sell their house because otherwise they were going to face foreclosure. A lot of people did face foreclosure.
Right. Right.
So you had a big rush to sell. You went from having a huge pool of buyers and limited sellers to now limited buyers and a huge pot of sellers.
Right.
That was the market in 2008. That's what created the crash because, of course, when you have that, supply and demand says prices have to come down.
Right.
And that happened so fast, it was a crash.
It was a crash. But that's not going to happen from what I've read. I've read a lot of articles that they don't think that's going to happen because the lending practices are different.
Yep.
We also have appraisers that are keeping the lid on, not letting it go crazy during 2008, and I'm not to blame any appraisers out there, but they were they have a hand in that crash because they would just, if the contract said $300,000, they were giving appraisals for $300,000, even if there wasn't any real good reason for it. They would find reasons for it, and that contributed to the uptick of prices all the time. And whatever was coming in, those appraisers were sending out as stamping it okay, and that was part. This was a multi-moving thing that happened in 2008.
Yeah, there was not one moving part that created that crash. It was the combination of the whole marketplace is really what did it.
And then the difference now is, even though we have only 2 months worth of inventory right now, maybe 2.5. When I checked yesterday, it was about two months worth of inventory. A normal market, for just so people know, a normal market, what we consider a balanced normal market, is 6 months worth of inventory. We have 2. So we're in a very tight crunch right now for inventory. And so you are seeing multiple offers still out there that it gives you the feeling that we had in 2008 when people were going crazy. They're not coming up. The inventory has not started to come up, but I think that in the next year or so we'll see the inventory come up and then will be a balanced market, and then it might exceed it a little bit, but I don't see it, causing as much problems because now we have the lending thing in place to stop that from being a problem.
I think really what's probably going to happen is we're so used to an aggressive market right now, it's going to slow down to an average market. It's going to become normalized. And it's like when you're roller skating for a long time.
Right.
Walking seems kind of weird afterwards, even though walking is normal.
Right.
You're so used to skating, you kind of almost still feel like you're skating on. That's kind of what I think what's going to happen.
I've been in the business since 2003, and I've never seen what they call a normal market. I got in 2003. It was the beginning of the uptick of where people were I thought this was the best job ever. People were just buying houses. I'm like, why didn't I do this 20 years ago? This is so easy. And then, of course, it all came to a crashing halt.
And then you had to work.
And then you had to work. You had to realize how much work it really was to be a realtor, and it was no longer easy. But so we went from that up in 2003-04, then crash. And now we're back into a very tight market. So I would love to see a normal market, whatever that is. I would love to see one.
Well, let's change that. Let's not say normal. Let's say average.
Average market, yes.
Average market.
And for two reasons. I don't like to see anybody be cheated. And so sellers or buyers. So sellers, when it's a seller's market, and I'm sorry, sellers, it's true, it's human nature. You don't want to give up anything. You want the top dollar. You don't want to fix anything. You don't want to repair anything. Buyer should take it or leave it. Well, unfortunately, when it's a buyer's market, then the opposite happens. They want everything but the kitchen sink, and so I would prefer it to be a balanced market so that people can do what they used to do, which is negotiate those things in good faith and not try and screw the other person. So it's been 15 or 16 years of watching one side or the other take advantage of the other, and so it would be a nice thing to watch somebody be able to put in an offer, not have 20 offers behind it and have to give up all semblance of normalcy, such as repairs, to get a house. So I'm thinking it's not going to happen. Hopefully we get back to that and we don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, it's really, I think it's going to calm down to, like you said, more of a fair market.
A fair market.
A fair market for both sides.
Or fair market value. That sounds like a great way to put it. Yes, it's fair market. So if you are thinking about buying or selling right now for a seller in this August of 2018, it is a fabulous time to put your house on the market. You still want to do the right thing by the buyer. You still want to make sure that the house is in great shape. Buyers are getting more particular. They want a house that's move-in ready, especially the millennials. They don't want to have to do anything, and I don't really blame them. They're paying top dollar right now for houses. So top dollar means the house should be in top shape. So your repairs need to be done, and for God's sake, if your key doesn't work in the door, please get another key, because there's nothing worse than to be standing out in 115-degree weather with a key that's burning your finger and does not open the door. So if you're going to list your house, make sure you give your realtor keys that work. And if it says, oh, you just have to jiggle it, no, don't just jiggle it. Go get a new key that works. Otherwise, it could really slow down the process.
Yep, I agree with you. 100%.
Yeah, it's really annoying to be out there in 115 degrees with burning yourself on metal screen doors.
Or rainy.
Or rainy, yes. It's better to get the door or the key fixed. To go over it with your realtors, let them point out what you need to do to get the most amount of money for your house, and then do it. Cleaning, painting, all those things, if you could afford it, is certainly worth every dime of it.
Absolutely.
So that's it, what we got for today. I'm really grateful that you stopped in to see our little videography of what's going on in the market. And
me too.
If you have any questions, please give one of us a call. My number is 623-910-7249. That's my direct line. You'll get me every time.
And I am 602-410-9087.
You have any lending questions, Steve will be happy to answer them for you.
Call, text, email,
right.
Send me a message on Facebook, whatever you got to do.
That's right. We're both on Facebook. You can do that. Please remember to like us and check the Instagram buttons. We're out there too. Thanks so much. See you next week.
Bye.